and again, great lesson.
Oh, thank you.
Follow-up lesson also. Again, I noticed you set your purpose again, which is fantastic, and you explained to them they should also always have a purpose when they're doing anything, any sort of academic work or reading and that sort of thing. And so you kind of said, my purpose today is, the purpose. So that was great. I did see some really great things, but just kind of give me your overall feeling and how it went.
So I was really trying to implement some of the strategies that you suggested I use. So I think those went really well. I definitely think that maybe pairing students up beforehand might help, because I think some of the severe students were with an aide and that worked out, but I think some students and I wouldn't really share necessarily pair low student with a high functioning student, but maybe around the same level, because I think I saw some students that were a little frustrated with their partner based on their abilities. I think that's the best way I could say it.
Right.
So I think I would definitely pair some students that I know would be able to speak to each other and understand each other a little bit better, and then pair the lower functioning students together and have maybe aides or myself walk around and check in on them. So I think that would help for understanding as well, but also with engagement.
Right.
Because I want some of the I guess we'd call them the group A students to really feel supported by the staff, and then the group C, which are the higher functioning students, to really feel like they can have academic conversations with their peers.
Right. Yeah. And I could see at some point they struggled for a second, a couple of the groups, until they got what the point was and that sort of thing. And when you said, okay, we're going to read this, it's going to be choral read, you ensured, and you mentioned let's do figurative text, and we're all in this word. You didn't just say that and say, okay, ready to begin. You ensured that they were all on figurative text, which sometimes teachers make that mistake. They say it, which is it's a great strategy, figurative text, ready, go, but they don't realize, well, half the kids aren't actually doing it. So you ensured that they were doing that. The choral reading was a great thing. You didn't know who was the high-low readers. Your stronger readers obviously were a little more confident, so you could hear them. And one young man who was probably more at your grade level, kind of, if you dropped off and faded out, he kind of picked up the slack, which was a good thing. So at least everyone kind of knew where to stay, and so you could see how that's a good thing. And the kids were all engaged at that point. And then I liked after that you had the partner talk. Let's work with your partner. You choose, so that kind of gives the kids that power. You choose the color, of what you're going to look for. So I really liked how you did the partner talk. So, great, 3 more great strategies, and you continued your other strategies. Like I said, you set your purpose, you engaged them all, you included them all, you had something that was you had the realia, and it was really realistic because they came from a assembly that morning. And so at the beginning, they were all on it. They knew, what was the assembly about, and the teacher kind of provided some of that foreshadowing too, which was really good. So, next time you could even go a little further and a couple other things, and maybe do partner reads, but that takes time. So now that they did the partner talk, you can say, okay, now you and your partner read the paragraph. If you wanted to do some whiteboards for review on the text to world, now that they've had 2 opportunities with the vocabulary, and maybe just partner share, turn to your partner, and like you suggested, you would set up the groups and even assign the AB. So those are some more strategies you can use down the road, at the next time you have a similar kind of activity to do. So next steps or anything else you want to add?
No, I was going to make a joke that I noticed again the whole text issue came up. So I think reminding myself of, like, maybe I should have said that in the beginning again, but I thought that they would remember that text isn't really like texting on a phone. So I forgot to mention that to you, that that was something I should have reiterated in the beginning.
Right. But overall, another good follow-up, and way to kind of integrate some more strategies. So good job.
Okay, thank you.